And we are back like a butt crack today with Super Electric Breaker. So this is currently the latest set out in Japan. This was released about mid-October, and thanks to all the wonders of international shipping, we're now opening it early November, which is actually better than what I thought because I first bought this box on release day, and normally I can get stuff in that here in the US pretty easily. There's a lot of US sellers that do also get Japanese stuff, but this one came right from Japan, and I know initially it was saying it was only going to be a week, and then I started getting notifications that there was going to be a little bit of a delay, and that delay just kept going further and further back, and it kind of got to the point where it could have been anywhere from November 6th up to December 1st. So thankfully, though, we did get it earlier than what our late estimate was. And yeah, we're going to get right into it here. So this set, as you can tell by the box, it is going to be a Pikachu set. I believe there's 3 or 4 different Pikachus in this. I want to say it's pretty similar to Obsidian Flame, kind of with our main man right there, Charizard, where there was like 4 different rarities for it. I know you have your standard, there's a gold card, and then yeah, an illustrator rare, and then I think just a regular kind of full art rare. But 30 packs, 5 cards each pack. No guaranteed holos in this, since they are from, or this is a Japanese set. Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Of course, do kind of hope we at least get one of the Pikachus. I'm not overly crazy on Pikachu. I know it's the series mascot, so of course if we do land one on the collector's end, that is going to be pretty cool. But at the same time, I think the main man we're looking for, and we just got to saw his little child there, was Hydreigon. The illustrator rare to that card, whoops, is absolutely beautiful. And if we do manage to get a really big pull out of this, that's kind of the one that I'm hoping for. Other than that, haven't really bothered to take a huge look into everything that's in this set. I just kind of saw Pikachu on it and knew there was going to be a lot of catering towards that, but hopefully there's some other cool stuff in here. So Wo-Chien right there. But yeah, really Hydreigon is the only thing else I can remember offhand, but they have had some really good full arts that aren't EXs and that, so I'm hoping that this set continues that. All right, so already hitting a big banger right there. So we got the Milotic full art. Pretty cool. And I do believe, if I remember correctly, I think you kind of get 2 of those big hits in a Japanese box. I want to say that's also the same for English as well. You kind of get 2 of the bigger hits in each box. And then, of course, with Japan having less cards in a set, stuff like that, you're not going to get as many EXs. As you can tell, there are no guaranteed holos in the packs, so yeah. And then I want to say you also get 1 ace spec. All right, so we got a holo Gastrodon there, and then old Fluttermane. In other Pokemon news, though, something that I have seen now, as of right now, only seen it for Japan. I don't know if there's going to be an English release. I really hope that there is, because I think it would be absolutely stupid not to. But they are planning a mythical giveaway, Scovalion EX, for Scarlet and Violet, and then I do believe a shiny Rayquaza, whichever syllable you want to emphasize there. But yeah, I know it's like Deoxys, Keldeo, and Zarude, which Deoxyson's route, I'd be interested in being able to get in that game. It's actually something that would probably get me back to playing it for a little bit. But yeah, as of now, it's only been announced for Japan. I'm sure, though, there will be hopefully some form of English release date, but yeah, there are times where certain Pokemon content is only released over in Japan, but I know you saw a lot more of that kind of early on in the franchise, and I'm hoping that we'll avoid that. If not, though, I mean, I've kind of milked Scarlet and Violet for all that I could gameplay-wise. There really isn't a whole lot to bring me back to it, other than sure down the road I might get the itch for another playthrough. But other than that, though, in terms of gaming, Space Marine 2, that's got me diving down a rabbit hole. I mean, we might be replacing our cardboard addiction here for the plastic kind. But such a cool universe in that game. I mean, as someone who does a lot of gaming, oh, that is sick. Cerule Edge is a Illustrator rare. I do remember seeing this, and that is freaking dope. All right, so we got something really good there. But anyways, to get back to what we were talking about before, that nice little surprise. Yeah, just as a gamer, Space Marine 2 has been knocking it out of the park. It's just nice to see a developer actually listening to the community for once. For those of you that have been playing that game, a lot of people weren't too happy with one of the updates that came out, and credit to where credit is due. Saber actually listened to the community, got a patch out pretty quick, kind of brought the fun back to the game, and I've been having a blast with it. You know, they've also released a new kind of co-op mission that you can do, and they have a good game plan coming around. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is I might be a little bummed out if we don't get, you know, that stuff from Japan over here for some of those events, but at the same time, there's just so much other good stuff that's out there that a couple exclusive Terra Raid events aren't gonna really make me play that game a whole lot more. But Legends Z, yeah, Legends AZ, ZA, LMNOP, something like that. That is going to be coming out here as well in the near future. Okay, I can't remember that one's name, but he's a holo. But yeah, the new Legends game, I am going to be excited for that. Arceus was incredible. I'm hoping that they continue that level of quality with the next Legends game, and hopefully if they do, that also kind of, you know, incentivizes the Pokemon company, or Game Freak rather, that, you know, spend some more time on the games. You know, people appreciate the quality, and it does speak volumes. That is another absolutely beautiful card. I almost wanted to say it was Virizion, but I know that ain't it. Name's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Either way, absolutely beautiful card. And if I do remember correctly, I think that's one of the I think that's one of those Pokemon where there's like a whole bunch of different forms to it. I forget exactly how it works. I can't remember if it's a seasonal one or if it's just kind of random patterns to the wings. But if I remember correctly, I think it has like the second most potential variations of it. The biggest one, surprisingly, being Spinda, to where I can't remember the exact number, but I wanted to say there was like an insane amount, maybe 1 billion around there, potential combinations for how it could appear in game. So, you know, that to me that was just insane. But of course, Spinda, I don't think that's anybody's favorite. I've never heard of anyone going out there trying to have a giant Spinda collection, but Palisand EX there, and then Annihilate 10 in the pack. But yeah, just kind of something cool. So I would say at this point we're about halfway through halfway through the box here. We've definitely gotten some nice stuff. Still hoping that we get to see at least one Pikachu card, and definitely Hydreigon. We are going to be doing Surging Sparks as well whenever that set comes out. So if we don't get it out of this, we'll probably be trying to pick that one up. I think thankfully the nice thing will be is with this set featuring Pikachu, hopefully that's going to keep the price of the Hydreigon down a good bit, or Hydreigon. Keep it, somewhat affordable, because to me that is by far the best looking card in the set. Togekiss there. But actually, I don't know, that Ceruledge is pretty dope. This might be one where maybe I wrote it off as just being another kind of standard Pikachu set, and actually looks like it might have some bangers in it. But to me, though, it is kind of surprising that I feel like Pikachu really hasn't gotten a whole lot of love there. Let me just clear some trash out of the way here quick. I don't feel like Pikachu's gotten a whole bunch of love in Scarlet and Violet, which to me is kind of odd. So I know it didn't take too long for Sword and Shield to drop Vivid Voltage. And then, of course, we did get, even though I'm not a huge Pikachu fan, we did get some other really nice Pikachu cards in Sword and Shield as well, kind of throughout some of the various sets. I want to say it was Crown Zenith had some really good ones, which could be wrong, but Crown Zenith just had so much good stuff. That's why I was so happy to see that they had released another product there. I know there's probably not a whole lot of hype left around Sword and Shield. We're human. We all want to gravitate kind of towards the latest and greatest, but Sword and Shield, I mean, they really did. That whole series there was just so phenomenal. It was so cool to see, where it started and then what it's kind of set the groundwork for. And even as a common, that's still not a bad artwork for Ceruledge. And then we did get our Slack Daddy EX there. But, there we go. Then we got Magnemite, Bronzor, a little lizard guy, Jianpao, and Paldean Tauros, just the standard version there. But if you do like the video, and if you just like trading card openings in general, feel free to like and subscribe. Definitely, also don't hesitate to leave a comment. We appreciate all of that. But, yeah, so we are going to be doing Surging Sparks, although I did tell you guys a little while ago, and wasn't lying, we are going to be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Spell Ruler opening, or for those of you that had the greatest childhood, you might remember it as Magic Ruler. But that's going to be our next video there. It was a box that my cousin picked up for me. He does live a couple states away, so, does make it a little challenging in that, but he did pick that up. Hopefully we're able to convene this weekend and we'll have that as our next opening. And it'll be cool to get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I also did see that the latest, I want to say Rarity Collection is out. It's something Bonanza, but it's kind of another big set, very similar to our quarter century tins that we got, where there are some classic cards hidden in there, but apparently the set list is supposed to be stupid big, even compared to the last tin. We got Maushold there, Wo-Chien. So I know we're still supposed to be getting an ace spec. I think we've kind of hit a lot of our EXs, so we might see a couple more holos here. But I think in terms of big pools, we're kind of coming down to the wire. Centiskorch, Zangoose, Mesprit. Speaking of our ace spec, there it is. Which that one does look pretty cool. I have no idea what it is, though. Come back in a couple weeks and maybe we'll be able to get it in a language that I can read and understand. All right, and then we got Execute, Fuecoco, Bronzong. All right, hey, you know, we finally did get our Terapagos there. Not the one that I was hoping for, but he's peeking his head out. So that is something, too, I am kind of looking forward to, is the Terapagos EX collection. Kind of give us another chance to get back there and try and get that one. Let's see here. We got Vigoroth, Mankey. Yep, can't remember it. Annihilate. And kind of hoping that's not something you furries might know about, but I don't know. That artwork there was a little sus. And as of late, Game Freak really has been putting the freak in Game Freak, so that's kind of one I'm hoping there's an explanation for, but who knows? Alright, anyways, Oranguru, Diglett of the Alolan variant, Alolan Dugtrio, and a thing. Final 2 packs here. Let's see if we can just squeeze out one more hit. But kind of surprised, though, out of 4 different Pikachus, we haven't seen any of them yet. But who knows? Maybe he's in this pack. Maybe he's in the next one. Hopefully Hydreigon came along. There we go. We did at least get one more banger. Magneton. Beautiful artwork. But hopefully the Hydreigon came along. Swap places with him. And he's going to be in this last pack here. Let's see if we can end this on a really nice Illustrator Rare. Either way, though, pretty happy with what we got here. And we are going to be getting a second chance at it over the next coming weeks. All right. So we got Glamora, Heliotile, I think, Safeel. We got something. Tatsugiri, you son of a bitch. All right, well, we did get it. I'm not going to lie. When I started to see the yellow border and a whole bunch of, like, rainbow sprankles going on there, I got excited. I was like, oh, shit, we might have gotten it. But, no, it's just a Tatsugiri there giving us a little bit of a heart attack. But we appreciate you. Send you back to Dondozo. And, yeah, we got that guy. Probably the reason that there's an extra chair in the hotel rooms. But that's our opening. As always, thank you all for watching, and we will catch you next time for some Yu-Gi-Oh! Spell Ruler.